This isolated island has a cruel rule. Whenever a new baby is born, an elder must die to maintain population balance. The island's resources can port at most 513 people. The doctor discovered that a woman was pregnant with twins, instantly bringing the island's population to 514. To restore balance, the chairman immediately engaged the committee to select a sacrifice from the 3 lowest-ranking people by score, with all residents voting to decide. In this apocalyptic world, a deadly virus swept across the globe, but this isolated island remained uninfected. People discovered this was the legendary Helgeland Island. The islanders built towering protective walls with barbed wire and abandoned giant ships, shooting on sight any outsiders who attempted to approach. To maintain order, the island implemented a point system where every resident had to earn points through labor, and those with the lowest rankings faced death at any time. One man was terrified because he had the lowest score, but his friend Kevin gave him an opportunity. Every Thursday was the island's unified food distribution day, when the supermarket opened and islanders rushed to select the items they needed. Once, a little boy accidentally knocked over a shelf, causing cans to fall and shatter. Kevin reminded the man that he could share his precious food with little boy. The manager noticed this scene and gave both Kevin and the man 1 point each. The man's score was no longer at the bottom. The day of the final vote arrives, and the person ranked last was a fisherman. Everyone cast their votes for him, but at the crucial moment, the fisherman's wife stood up and accused Kevin of frequently stealing food from the supermarket. More and more people stood up to accuse Kevin, and the scene quickly spiraled out of control. The manager was forced to call for a vote on Kevin. In the end, Kevin was sentenced to death. To cover up his own incompetence, the manager decided to exile Kevin to the ruined city outside the island. The outside world was filled with viruses, making exile equivalent to death. The next morning at dawn, Kevin was escorted onto a speedboat by armed guards and ultimately abandoned in the desolate city. Faced with ruins and viruses, he was terrified and desperately begged the islanders to take him back, even promising that his mother would provide more food, but everyone remained unmoved. Kevin was completely abandoned. However, no one knew that this decision would trigger a disaster. Kevin's return would lead the entire island toward destruction.